Boruto, Naruto's 10 best quotes, ranked. After having gone through an entire anime's worth of development, it's no surprise that Naruto has quite a few words of wisdom to share. Few series have been filled with as many inspiring quotes as Naruto has. Almost every character, no matter how small their role, has managed to spout out something either profound or borderline poetic. Its title character is no exception, as many of his talk no jutsu speeches were pretty well done, especially the one he gave to Gaara. Opportunities for quotes have lessened in Boruto as his son and the new Team 7 are the new main characters. But he's still got some gems. That's especially true whenever he takes on a parental role for Boruto. 10. You're no person. You are just a monster. During his battle against Momoshiki, Naruto dropped a straight-to-the-point statement on his thoughts of the Otsutsuki. Given the disregard for life that they had and the fact that he absorbed his ally to grow in power, Naruto calling Momoshiki nothing more than a monster was fitting. It also showed that Naruto saw the Otsutsuki member as irredeemable, something that was very rarely the case for a character who always saw the good in people. 9. You better study hard or you'll end up like me. As Kawaki entered his office, Naruto was lamenting how difficult his job was without Shikamaru around. The documents all went over his head and he was struggling to make heads or tails of anything. It caused him to make this passing comment to the young shinobi. On the surface, it seems funny since Naruto is currently the Hokage and one of the strongest ninja in the world. But it's more a comment on how everything is difficult, even for someone as high-standing as Naruto. 8. If you take too long, I might already be Hokage. Boruto filler has been hit or miss, but the time slip arc was a lot of fun and helped Boruto's development a ton. A big reason for that was getting to meet his dad when he was the same age. After some initial pushback, the two ended up getting along well and led to Naruto dropping this humorous proclamation as Boruto was getting ready to leave. It's a tongue-in-cheek bit of dialogue on the anime's part. But it works perfectly as Boruto and Sasuke head back to their timeline. 7. The cold stares directed at me were more painful than any amount of training. Outside of the start of the series, the pain and anguish that Naruto went through as a boy was never touched on that much. It was always about how he overcame the loneliness rather than how it truly affected him. Naruto explaining to Boruto why he wanted Kawaki to stay in the village conveyed how being ostracized made him feel. The sense of weight those few words have is great, showing how much inner turmoil Naruto always went through. 6. I've gotta come visit once in a while or he'll be lonely. This quote and the entire scene at the end of the time slip arc were emotionally heavy. The impact Jiraiya had on Naruto's life has always been clear. Battle with pain showing that in full. Jiraiya was the father figure he never had. This scene's and subsequent sentence shows just how thankful Naruto is for everything that Jiraiya did for him. He's always alive inside Naruto's heart, carrying the spirit of the pervy sage with him wherever he goes. 5. The many lives lost during long years of conflict. Because of those selfless sacrifices, we are able to bathe in peace and prosperity now. To ingrain this history within the new generation will be a vital cog in helping to maintain the peace. Naruto's time as Hokage has shown how far he's come as a character. He doesn't bemoan most of his duties and always puts the village first, even before his own family. He's also never forgotten the past. Of the lives lost to get to this point, something this quote encapsulates perfectly. Even in this time of peace, one should not forget the war that allowed them to get to this point. It plays into his sense of unity as well. 4. When you have a connection to a friend. Friendship can change the world in unbelievable ways. When having a heart-to-heart with Kawaki, Naruto delved into his life when he was at that age, making allusions to how strong the bond of friendship is. It's what helped bring Sasuke back to the village, despite all of the deeds he had committed. The similarities he shares with Kawaki are strong, both characters having similar story beats. It's already pretty obvious Boruto will be taking the role of his father in this scenario, trying to bring Kawaki back from the edge. 3. I'll never go back on my word because that's my ninja way. A big rift in the anime has been Naruto prioritizing the village over his own family. Boruto has every right to be upset about it. Naruto did manage to explain to his son as to why that is. He did it in a way that harkened back to the original series, both with his words and images flashing in the background. Naruto sticking to his word no matter what has always been a huge part of his character. His word is his bond. 2. Without my friends, I would have been pushed over the edge. When talking about his past to his son and how they relate to Kawaki, he brought up how close he got to the edge. That he was always doubting himself, so close to giving in to despair as so many villains in the series did. The one thing that sets him apart from the Pains and Abitos of the world is his friends. The members of Konoha 11 always stuck by his side. What makes the quote great is how it relates to Boruto too. Naruto hinting that Boruto needs to be there for Kawaki. 1. Bonds aren't about history or blood. It's something much stronger. Feelings of love. That's all you need. Surprisingly, the best quote from Naruto wasn't directed at his best friend, wife, or even one of his kids. Instead, it was when he was consoling Sarada over her feelings towards both her parents. The way Naruto handled her angst was masterful, having a way with words that only he could. He knew firsthand how important bonds were, that being bound by blood wasn't as important as an emotional connection. He helped Sarada realize that Sakura was always her mother. No matter what.